Hi my dear students, welcome back to the 10th standard second language English classes. Dear student, in this class we are going to discuss about the fifth part of the lesson, A Great Martyr Ever Cherished. Dear, before going to know today's class, let us glance once again what we discussed in the earlier classes. Dear student, in the earlier classes we came to know that the study of Hanifuddin, where did he study and complete his graduation? He completed his graduation at Shivaji College in New Delhi. While he was studying in the Shivaji College, he applied to the post of army or to the post of soldier. While he was applying to that post, he did not know much knowledge about the army or defense system or defense academy or defense department. See, without knowing any previous knowledge of army, he applied to that post while he was getting graduation. And then, how did he get knowledge about the army? That means, see, he got that complete knowledge of army by the grace of his mom or his mother, Hema Ajij. When Hema Ajij used to go to the army entertainment wings to give entertainment as a vocal artist through the broadcasting and information department of the government, then she took him to that remote areas or military academy classes or military academy area. Then Hanifuddin came to know, so what would be the army and what would be the hardship life of soldiers. See, soon after he got such knowledge about the army and soldiers, then he completely made up his mind to join only to the army. So through this help of his mother, he got knowledge about army and soldier. Then he started to give service. But a student at the later point, we also knew about these things. See, when he got the job of soldier in the army, see, as I told you, initiation part of the job, every soldier would get some training. Here he was also getting 6-month training. See here, what we discussed in the last class means, when Hanifuddin was getting training for 6 months, he used to share some hardship training system to his mother, and he wrote many letters to his mother. Through that letter, he shared how the tough the training was. Particularly, he used to mention one toughest task of the training, that was none other than midnight Masuri bath or Masuri bath. Masuri bath, usually it doesn't mean that getting cold water in the midnight in Masuri. As I told you, usually these places, Masuri, Kulu Manali, Meghalaya and Himachal Pradesh, especially these are the very cold places in India. So it is very difficult to get bath in cold water at midnight. So this hardship of our toughest task was shared by toughest task was being shared by Hanifuddin to his mother through the letters. Then after he got training, he became initially he was a gentle and common man. So after he got 6-month training, he became complete changed man. He became tough man, or he became a real soldier. Then he initially he posted to various places. See, when he first startingly he posted to Rajputana wives, 11 Rajputana wives. Then he posted to Jaipur, then Siachen. It is very near to Kargil war in 1999. And then Hanifuddin was not only a good soldier, but not only a good house helper, but also he was a good artist. He was doubled in art. He knew how to sketch, drawing, and he made beautiful cards out of waste materials. And then he used to read many books, and he used to love playing drums. For seeing all these good qualities of Hanifuddin, his senior officers asked him, called him, and they advised him to bring all the musical instruments to from Delhi to that area, especially the places where they work, and form their own musical group in the academy. That would be later named as Hanif Musical Group. So these are the important things what we discussed in the last class, and I hope that you watched very well. My dear student, in this part, I would like to mention few grammar aspects. Grammar aspect from this context. Let us see here. Some verbs are there. Some verbs, V1, V2 and V3 verbs. V1, V2 and V3. You should note all the things. First of all, see, come to the page number 190. Okay. In that page, come to the 8th paragraph. 10. T-E-L-L, 10. It is in V1, means present tense. See what is the V2 form of 10? Told. Okay. And then V3, told. 10, told, told. So these are the verbs changes. Along with that, there are many. Let me introduce. Write. What is the V2 form of write? Wrote. Very good. And what is the V3 form of write? Return. What is that? Return. Write, wrote, return. And then there are many. See, how telling was remember. What is that? Remember. Remember. Remembered. Remember. And remember. Remember. And there are many. One more. Make. Made. And made. So these are the verbs. Got it? Then let us go to the 10th paragraph. My dear students, now I am going to read the 10th paragraph. Listen carefully and put your finger where I read. And if you find any difficulties, tell me after my reading. And you must have a pocket dictionary with you while the lessons are going. While there was not enough time to rise up the ranks as he had dreamed, another of Hanif's wishes did come true when the subsector was named after him. As a young officer, Hanif had once told his mother how a post, the Nana Singh post, had been named after a brave soldier. Right? Brave soldier. My dear, while there was not enough time, enough means what? Enough means sufficient or much time. Vipula. Vipula time. While there was not enough time, my dear, Hanifuddin did not have enough time or more time to exhibit his talent in his life, because the whole major part of the time of his life had been given to his brothers, his two brothers, and he sacrificed his life for the development of his two brothers. That is why he did not have more or enough time in his life to rise up the ranks, to reach his destination, to reach his goal, to reach up his ultimatum. The ranks as he had dreamed. See, he had a lot of dream as we have. He had also a lot of dream, but he did not have enough time, he did not have more time or sufficient time to reach his ultimatum goal. Because since from his childhood, he had to give time to his brothers and he had to take care of his whole family. Another of Hanif's wishes did come true when the subsector was named after him. But another of Hanif's wishes did come true when the subsector was named after him. My dear, he did not get any kind of happiness throughout his life. But unfortunately, we may say that it is his grace of his hard work. It is the result of his hard work. It may be the reflection of his hard work and dedication and sacrifice. For this reason, in his lifetime, he could able to see that his one dream or one wishes came true and true. What is that? When the subsector was named after him. See, his desire came true when the subsector was named after his death for the commemoration of his bravery. Dear student, there was when we were studying initial part of this lesson, we came to know that there was a snow-capped mountain. The peak place of snow-capped mountain was initially, it was called Vijayachari place. See, after his death, on the name of his bravery, on the commemoration of the bravery of Hanifuddin, that Vijayachari sector was named as or renamed as Hanif sector, Hanif subsector. So then his wishes came to true in that time. So it was the proudest moment in his life. So here it come to come. Here is a word come. What is the V2 form of come? Come, V1. What is the V2 form of come? Came. And what is the V3 or past participle form of come? Come. Very good. You must yes, observe carefully the differences between come, came and come. Got it? Came comes only in the form of V2 or past tense. Now, I hope that you are getting my point. Yes, after his death, the startup sector renamed as Hanifa subsector, then his dream became true. So, what is the opposite of the word true here? Yes, here, antonym. What is that? Antonym or opposite. Antonym. What is the antonym of the word true? False. True? False. Okay. Then, as a young officer, young. What is the opposite of the word young? Young, old. Got it? Yes. As a young officer, Hanif had once told his mother how a post, the Nana Singh post, had been named after a brave soldier. The student here, when he was alive, when Hanifuddin was alive, he used to share the bravery incident of the bravery achievement of Nana Singh. And he came to know that the post was named as Nana Singh Post. Nana Singh Post after the death of Nana Singh for the commemoration on his name, Nana Singh name. ಅವರ ಹೆಸರಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಸಾವಿನ ನಂತರ ಅವರ ಹೆಸರಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಹುದ್ದೆಯನ್ನು ಅವರು ಕಾಣ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೈರ್ಡ್ ಹನೀಫುದ್ದೀನ್ ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್, and also he used to share this incident to his mother many times when he was working as a soldier. He used to say his mother, post the Nana Singh post had been named after a brave soldier. After the death of a brave soldier Nana Singh, the post, the empty post renamed as Nana Singh post, because the bravery character or bravery things of a soldier. So it was inspired him much. So come to the 11th para. So his bravery does live on in the air of the cold mountains and on the plains. Even today, my dear pupil, come to the glossary. Before that, come to the glossary. In the air of, his bravery was felt by one and all. It means his bravery is eternal. It would not die. It will always live in the air. It means it eternal always, never ending, never ending. It always be live. So his bravery does live on in the air of the cold mountains. See, because even today if you go to the places where he worked, you will get the name of Hanifuddin in the air. It means because of his achievements and bravery. Even today we can hear his name, we can recall his achievements. Even today we can see his name in the places where he worked. It is live. Then and on the plains, you can also see around and on the plains, especially these Kulu, Manali and other places where he worked. And also one important thing, his scholarship now exists in his name, and his family has started a school in Kulu under the Hanif Foundation. Very important thing. My dear, after the death of Hanifuddin, on the name of his bravery, the scholarship had been started by Hanif's family. Scholarship had been started by Hanif family, and see, scholarship, some financial support has been given to the upcoming soldiers, upcoming generations, upcoming students. We can see that even today it is existed there in his name, and his family has started a school. It's a very interesting and astonishing thing. After the death of Hanifuddin, his family, mother and others, they started a school on the name of Hanifuddin. Very interesting thing, to give service to the upcoming soldiers. In Kulu, see where his school existed? It is existed in Kulu on the name of Hanifuddin bravery, under the Hanif Foundation. Under the Hanif Foundation, the school has been started in Kulu. This school even today is giving good education and good service to the upcoming generation. Despite the pain and loss, even though he had faced many pain and many losses, we can see that he lost his childhood happiness when he was a tender in age, because he had to give sacrifice, he had to give his own life and time and valuable time and everything to his brothers, and he lost many things in his life due to the upliftment of his brothers. Even though he had faced many these losses and pain, Hanif had earned his family a glory. Even though he had faced many, that is why we can say that selflessness life he had. He led the selflessness life. He sacrificed himself. He killed himself and gave the entire valuable things to his family. That is glory. You can see glory that we see them through the years. You can see all the glory of Hanif's presentation throughout the year. It is this pride that has made him politely decline the Indian Army's compensation offer of a petrol pump. Dear student, it is our government, it is the custom of our central government or the army department to give some amount, or to give some piece of land to the soldiers after the death of the soldiers to their family. It is our custom. It is our central government custom. See, when the central government had ready to give a petrol pump to Hanif's family as his death compensation, but Hanif's mother Hema did not receive it. She politely declined. She politely rejected that petrol pump and returned it to the government by saying, she said that, see, there are some families whose sole bread earner is gone. Very, very, very interesting one. See, what a great mother, what a great son, isn't it? So here, when she received petrol pump or petrol bunk as compensation, Hema did not receive that. Instead of receiving that, she says that there are many families whose bread earner, whose backbone of the family had gone. It is far better to them. Please return it to them family. So such a kind of suggestion given by Hema to the government who had ready to give to the petrol pump to the family. She did not receive what she returned politely to the poor family. Is gone. They need it more. See, such a poor family whose bread earner has gone, such family had needed more such kind of compensation. Says this mother of martyr. She says in this way, she politely declined, politely rejected, and says that she did not want any kind of compensation. She did not need any kind of presentation. She did not receive that. She returned it back and asked the government to give it to the poor people whose family had lost their sons. Very, very interesting mother and very, very dedicated mother and very, very dedicated son. See, the dedicated mother adopted the dedicated son. In this way, both of them have given a valuable respect to their motherland. And this motherland is very, very lucky to have such a kind of mother and son whose entire life has given a model to the whole family of the world. My dear student, that is why such kind of families and such a kind of sons must be cherished. So that is why a great martyr cherished all over the world, whose life is ready to give to satisfaction to the whole country. So I hope that you understood today's class, my dear. And before going to end the lesson, if we're going to end of today's class, see, let us know some verbs. Some verbs, what are the text. My dear students, I hope that you will also list out in your home by seeing your textbook. Okay, so you should write all the things in your home. Let us see. Here are some words. Dream. What is the V2 form of dream? Dreamed, and dreamed. And then come, wish, wished. Okay, and the very next one is come, COMDCAME, and then COMP, V1, V2 and V3. Then name, what's V2 form, and V3 name. And the very next is okay. If I had once told, as I wrote in the previous chart. Let me wait 1 second. Told in V3 form. Then we name after the brave. Okay. When we come to the 11th para, so his bravery does, do, did, done, do, did, done. V1, V2 and V3. So after that, leave, alive. We leave in V2 form. Leave, did and leave. Okay. Left. One more is there. Left. Leave, L-E-A-V-E, leave, left. And left. And the very next is now existing name of his family started. And spread the pain loss. Okay, very good. Idea. C, one more is the last one. C. Yes, E-E-C. Yes, E-S-L-S-A-W, saw. C, saw, seen. C, saw, seen. C, saw, seen. Okay, so these are the verbs. Then I hope that you would read very well in your home. And then there are questions which are given in the page number 191 as an exercise part. Question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 must be answered by you, and these are the today's homework. Along with that, you should make some list of verbs like this, and you should convert the verbs into various tenses. Okay, I hope that you understood today's class very well. And here are some glossary. Here are some new words and their meaning in the glossary part. Come to the page number 189. There are many new words and their meaning which are given in the glossary part at the bottom of the pages. Come to the page number 189. There are some new words we should write. Along with that, we should also write new words and their meaning which are given at the bottom place, at the bottom of the page number 190. There are 5 new words you should write and practice them. And also come to the 191 page. Here is also some new words and their meaning. You should make use of them. Along with that, if you find 2 more difficulties any words from the context, go through the dictionary and find out the equivalent meaning in English and another meaning in Kannada. Okay, you should know both of them. One equivalent word in English and another meaning Kannada. Okay, both of them you should write. And then one more thing is, since there is a lot of gap of your handwriting, so for that what should you do is you should write cursive writing practice. Cursive writing practice must be followed by you. So what should you do? You should write 2 pages. You should write daily 2 pages of any lessons. But you should complete 2 pages of cursive writing, and you should practice every day according to the date. Okay, and then should also make some notes through the internet. You should download the notes from the internet and write the question and answer, and maintain the separate notebook for the English second language subject. Okay, and then my dear, I suggest all of you read very well. Do not go outside. Nowadays, as we are hearing, pandemic is not yet completed, so that is why be in your home, remain calm, don't be disturbed by anyone, and you should not disturb to anyone, and you should not be disturbed by anyone. Be calm at your home, and ask your parents also to be there safe and maintain social distance. And whenever it is necessary to go outside, so you should not forget to wear face mask. Okay. Along with that, one thing what I am going to say is you should subscribe my channel. All of you should subscribe my channel and go through the videos. You will get the video lessons from the first lesson. If you need 8th standard English, you will get it. If you need 9th standard English, you will get it. And if you need 10th standard English, you will get it. My dear, after the completion of prose, poetry and supplementary section, the grammar class will be starting. Okay. Now I am going to end today's session. I hope that you study well, and I hope that you will make your mark in your life by achieving good score in your academic end examination. Okay, and thank you so much. Study well and work hard.